Hi guys, welcome back to Planet Mithril. My name is Mithril and today I have for you my take on how to paint the B1 Battle Droids for Star Wars Shatterpoint. Everyone knows the Battle Droids of the Trade Federation, a mainstay in Star Wars from Episode 1 all the way through the Clone Wars and even popping up in later media nowadays. Painting an army of clankers can be quite daunting. Legions upon legions of relentless droids marching across the table to war, and all of them need some paint. My tutorial today will show you how to get excellent results with a super easy to replicate recipe so you can get your Separatist forces battle ready. Now I've primed my B1 droid here with Citadel Xandri dust prior to painting. Brush is ready, let's get to it. I'm beginning my B1 Battle Droid here by applying a fairly liberal coat over the entire model using Citadel Contrast Agaros Dunes. Mithril using contrast? I know, well miracles never cease. I'm mixing in some contrast medium with this just to help this flow over the model and taking some extra care to break up any pooling, particularly over the larger or flatter sections of my droid. It's important to make sure you get this in every nook and cranny and make sure your coverage is consistent across its entirety. Now with the tone of my Battle Droid's casing in situ, I'm going to go around now and add some layers and highlights to finish off the overall look. For the first stage, I'm layering Xandri dust over the edges and lines of the B1's frame. Now obviously I can't show you the whole process here, otherwise this video would be 45 minutes long, but you can see what I'm doing from these clips, focusing my paint over the edges and sharper lines of the droid, leaving the contrast showing over the main panelling and in the recesses between. I'm allowing my Xandri here to be a little bit thicker as I want a subtle transition from this stage through to the extreme edge highlight. This can take some time, but I feel like it's very worth the effort. However, you can apply this as a dry brush if you don't particularly want to spend the time actually inlaying the layers. The next stage is going to involve applying a fine edge highlight to the same areas as we've just been working on, but this time using a rough 1-to-1 mix of Xandri dust and Screaming Skull. With your previous layer already in place, applying this next stage will be much simpler, but it's important to focus on just being more precise and tighter with your line work, simply wanting to just accentuate the sharpest corners and edges of our droid's casing. I'm now giving the blaster rifle a base coat using Eclipse Grey, trying to be as careful as possible here not to clip out onto any of the finished droid casing, particularly between the fingers. I'm applying a shade now to the blaster using some diluted scale colour black, again keeping good control of this as I apply to make sure it stays where I put it. With my shade thoroughly dry now, I'm going to go over and highlight the blaster casing using brown grey. Finally, any metallic details over the blaster and the B1 himself are being picked out carefully using thrash metal. And with that you have a perfectly serviceable battle droid ready to hit the tabletop. Just have to repeat the process 1,000 times more to give you a really scary droid army. Now if you want to add some extra colour to your droids, this is the next step for you. Now I'm going to be doing my markings in the classic red, which you see a lot in Star Wars on the B1s, but you can of course do blue or yellow, which are the other two prominent colours. I'm starting by applying this across the top half of the droid's torso, basically covering over the shoulders, around the neckline and filling in the small section in the centre. I'm also applying this to the back of his head. Now the key thing here is to try and keep the concentration of red even across the whole surface. A sharp, well-defined line will help just add crispness to these red markings. I'm blocking in the panels of red now using Antara's red, leaving the deep red still showing in the recesses to act as a subtle shade. The final edge highlight is now being applied using a 1-to-1 mix of Antara's red and white, and I'm applying this in the exact same manner as I did the bulk of the beige casing, just catching the sharpest corners with precise line work to finish off my splash of colour on my droid. There we are, the first of probably hundreds, hell even thousands of battle droids is done and ready to march against the forces of the Republic and the Jedi. Thankfully though, I only have to repeat the process 5 more times for my Shatterpoint models. Until I get into Legion though. Oh boy. For basing tips, please head over and check out my Star Wars Shatterpoint basing video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to make sure you never miss a Mithril upload. Thank you so much to all our patrons. Your support helps keep the lights on over at Mithril Towers. You can support us over there for as little as £1 a month, but if you really enjoy what we do, you can consider the larger tier, which also gains you access to a load of awesome online resources. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye guys.